You know how in Japanese mythology they talk about the forest spirits? Well, here I could definitely see a forest spirit here. I'm soaked. My shoes are soaked through. Like, my feet are literally squishing, like sloshing. But I don't even care. Because when am I ever gonna be here again? Just walking a trail that people used like 400 years ago. I'm never gonna be back here again. And not even that, I never thought I'd be here in the first place. Yet here I am. CGI died in the rain. It suffered a horrible death. It won't turn on. So now I'm gonna film on my iPhone. So for the rest of this 2 days, hopefully it turns on soon. I'm gonna buy some rice and I'm gonna put in the rice and hopefully it turns on. But we are headed we're in Kiso Fukushima currently, and we are going to explore Kiso Fukushima. We're gonna go to this old bakery, and then we're gonna head to Narai Juku, which basically is a post town. And then after that, we're gonna head to Kiso Hirasawa for some traditional lacquerware, for some Hinoki lacquerware. And yeah, let's see how the day goes. My phone's only at 45%, so honestly I'm probably not gonna be able to record much, but let's see. This is her advertisement for Nakasendo. We just stopped at a traditional Japanese bakery. I bought a jacket because it's so cold. And the lady was so sweet. I bought the sweater, and then she gave us 2 candies as we were walking out. She was very sweet. This is a traditional Japanese sweet. I don't know what it is, but I really like it. I didn't get much done today, which makes me kind of upset. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, where do you lead? Huh? Alright, I'll go up here. Which makes me kind of upset, low-key. I didn't do any of the things that I wanted to. I wanted to go to Narai Juku and Kiso Hirasawa, and I couldn't because one of the trains was delayed, and then I missed the next one. So I'm here now. I hope this isn't someone's home. Oh no, someone's home. I'm in someone's home. Okay, not bad. I thought it was just a trail leading up. Okay. So anyways, I was going stir crazy from just staying in the hotel. I hate doing that. Like, you spend all this time and money coming to a place only to stay in a hotel. That actually makes me mad, gets me really annoyed. So I decided to just take a solo hike and see where it leads me. Okay, more homes. Okay, let me show you. Okay, never mind, I'm going back down. This looks like kind of sus, like low-key horror movie kidnappy vibes. I'm sure it's safe, but I'm gonna go back down. Tomorrow will be a better day. I like to think like that. Tomorrow will be a better day. We still have so many days of the trip left. So, tomorrow will be better. And to be honest, I didn't like Tokyo. Oh my goodness, really? You're joking. Get out of my eye. Anyways, I didn't like Tokyo that much. I think big cities like that aren't really my vibe. I feel like there's only so much shopping and matcha tasting and things you can do before I get bored. So I'm very excited about Kyoto. Not to be a negative Nancy, but I am quite excited about Kyoto. I'm excited to see the temples. I'm excited for some food places I picked out, but mostly I'm excited for the mix of culture and city. So I think it'll be fun. I bought this jacket. You see it? I think I already talked about it, but I bought it. Not a jacket, a sweater. It's so cold. Okay, no matter how hungry or feverish I am, I really can't deny the beauty of where I am right now. I didn't know these are mountains behind me. I didn't know there were hiking trails all within it. There's a mountain called Mount Wontake. So at one point, Mount Wontake it was a cold religion, and I mean it still is, and they worship the mountain. And at one point, there were millions of people who would make the pilgrimage up the mountain, and still to this day, you can make that pilgrimage, but the number of believers have gone down. But I still think that's really cool that there are still some people who practice it. Here is our dinner for the day. I just made it to Narai Juku alone because my travel companions are lazy and conditional. So I'm spending the day at Narai Juku and Kiso Hirasawa, and then I'm gonna take the late train back to Kyoto. Probably not gonna get back until I'm not gonna get to Kyoto until 8 or 9. It's okay because I really wanted some time to spend in the Kiso Valley itself. So I'm excited to see everything. And here we are, we're in the old town of Narai. Alright, let's do it. The cutest thing just happened. I was walking and this little boy, he was Japanese, he comes up to me and he's like, "Where are you from?" And he gave me a push pin to push onto this map. I'm guessing he was asking a lot of different people because there was like hundreds of push pins on this map. And then he was like, "Arigatou gozaimasu," and I was like, "Arigatou gozaimasu," and I gave him a high five. Very cute. That's why I actually don't like putting my headphones in when I travel, because it makes me seem very unapproachable, especially in places where I feel safe. Like Japan, I feel very safe. So I don't like putting my headphones in. I also like hearing the conversation flow around me, but also interactions like this would never happen if I had headphones in. Got my first batch of souvenirs, but unfortunately here in the valley, most places only accept cash, and I'm running very low on cash, so I'm gonna try and go find an ATM and see if I can't get a couple thousand yen out. Got my money from the post office. Call me big money, because I just got 20K out. 20K. So the home actually belonged to a comb merchant. Got the mitarashi dumplings. They're actually very good. It is the perfect combination of it. The sauce is like sweet and salty. Really good. I'd get it again. It was only like maybe $1.10. Very good. I just got a Goshen, my first time in the Kiso Valley, and I got an uncle. I thought it would be fun to just see what it says. If it's good, I'll let you know. If not, I'm not letting you know. This is such a beautiful temple. I don't know, maybe it's in nature, that's why, but I feel so at peace here. Just the sound, the wind, the spring through the leaves of the trees. It's beautiful. But like I was saying, I feel so at peace here. I think maybe because it's in nature, and see, the trees are towering over the temple, and there's a little waterfall nearby. The water's rushing, the wind is whispering through the leaves. It feels so calming. I'm so happy to be here. I'm really glad I took the trip alone. So the bus from Narai Juku to Kiso Hirasawa was supposed to leave at 2:13. I don't know if I missed it, but it wasn't there. And so I was like, all right, it's just like a 30-minute walk. Let's walk it. And it wasn't bad. It was on the side. It was a path on the side of the highway, very overgrown. Clearly wasn't used. But I think I made it into Kiso Hirasawa. Finally, I'm gonna get my lacquerware. And it was actually a scenic walk. There was mountains on one side and towns on the other. It was nice. I enjoyed it. But I'm so excited to be here. Let's see what we find. It feels like I'm the only tourist here. I think most tourists stop. So they go Magome, Sumago, Kiso Fukushima, and like Narai Juku, and that's it. Most people don't come all the way down here, but it's such a shame because the lacquerware that's produced in this town, Kiso Hirasawa, is nationally recognized in Japan, and they have certified artisans here. And getting that certification isn't easy, and this is where their workshops are. And one, you get a chance to escape the crowds, and two, you're supporting these artisans. You know that the money you spent is going directly to them, and the town's beautiful. I'm so happy I came here. Do you see how quiet this town is? I'm literally having to whisper. It's so quiet. There's not a tourist in sight. It's just locals. Even have these traditional umbrellas, like, they're in great condition. This is very similar to the comb I got over at Narai Juku. I spent like $118, and this is 500 yen, which is like $3. I'm getting these two bowls. I love places like this because the treasures you find. Look, I think these are ice skates or something. Holy crap, I got so much stuff from that antique store, and it was only 2,000 yen. 2,000 yen. I even got, I'm pretty sure, a genuine boxwood comb that I paid. Like, I'll show you later. I got one for my mom, and it's literally the exact same style, everything. I paid 19,000 yen for it, and this one was 500 yen. That's like $5 and $150. That's insane. Actually, I'll show you the comb right now. Looks like this. I think it's genuine. I really do. I'm so excited. Oh, this town is perfect. I'm at the Kiso Fukushima train station. I just got here from Narai. It is 7:38 p.m. I'm gonna get to Kyoto, so from Kiso Fukushima, I go to Nagoya, and then I transfer to another train, and then I'm gonna get to Kyoto around 10:13 p.m. Today was my first total solo day in Japan, and I loved it so much. I feel very safe here as just like a woman traveling alone. I really like it. It's funny because when I was coming back from Kiso Hirasawa to Narai Juku, I didn't realize what stop I was supposed to get off on. The bus driver was like, "Oh, this is like your stop," and I was like, "Okay." And then a man had gotten off in front of me, and he was like, I was like, "Oh, I have to go to Narai Station," and the guy was like, "It's okay, like, oh, I'm going there, I'll take you." And like, he didn't speak English, I didn't speak Japanese, but just like introduction. And then I followed him, and he went all the way to the station. So that I could get there. It was very kind of him.